Hello there and welcome to today's Stamp Stack event. My name's Julie Sutcliffe and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK, and I run the Paper Haven from here in lovely Yorkshire. And I'm filming this, and it's been a little bit of a snowy day today, which is quite exciting, but the sun's come out now and it's looking like it's all melting. So welcome to today's class. It's not a Christmas card class, it's an all occasion stamper stack, and thank you to the ladies who took part in this. I had 13 of you at the time of filming. I do have a couple of kits left if anybody would like to take part sort of retrospectively, as it were. You can do. We're going to make 24 cards. You have enough stuff to make 24 cards. You have enough papers to make more, but you don't have to. It's entirely up to you how much you want to do today or how little you want to do today. They're very, very simple cards. There will be a video going up every 45 minutes throughout the course of the day, and I will only, though, be making one card. So the videos are likely to only be 10-15 minutes max. Apart from this one, maybe a little bit longer, but they're very simple cards. Now, if you want to make all four in one go, then that's perfectly fine. You only need a basic grey ink pad, some adhesive and a trimmer, and I'm just going to go through the card kit. Well, I'm saying card kit. I've basically put your 16 sheets of card in. Now, I like to keep the white separate, so depending on which way up you've opened your card, you should have 4 sheets of thick white. You should have 2 sheets of Melon Mambo, 2 sheets of Highland Heather, 5 sheets of Garden Green, and then 3 sheets of the thinner white. That should be 16 sheets of card in total. And then you have a pack of the gorgeous Meandering Meadows papers. Now, these are still in stock. They're still available. They're still as gorgeous as ever. I've got more than one pack here because I sort of opened another pack because I did this night on team training night and I wanted to share them. So I've got quite a lot of papers there. And the stamp set I'm going to be using which I should have got out, is the Go To Greetings. Now, you can use any stamp set that you've got in your stash, as it were. But I'm using this one because I think these papers are quite sort of, not old-fashioned, but quite classic. And I wanted to use a stamp set that sort of fits in with that. So I've gone for one with a sort of classic font. And this one's really useful because it's got happy birthday, thinking of you, just a note, thank you. So it is all occasion, and it's got it in different fonts, which I love. Okay, so I've gone through the pack. You should have also received the standard biscuit and coffee. So the first card we're going to make, so we need to go back to our thick white, and every time you do 4 cards, you need 2 sheets of A4 to make the card bases. So I'm going to take 2 sheets of A4 out to make the card bases for the first card, although I'm only making 1. So actually, though, it's easier to make 4. So for this first one, I think I will make 4. You also do need a sheet of Garden Green for this one, an extra sheet. There's 5 sheets, so 4 of the sheets are for card bases, and then 1 is for background. Okay, for matting and layering. So the first cards that we're going to do are these. We're starting simple. These really, really simple cards. Look, I've got made a boo-boo there. Okay, so they are just made with 1 piece of paper, 2 pieces of basic white thick, and then a sheet of garden green. So I'm going to find the pattern that I need for that one. Now, it should be easy because I think it's that one. Yeah, it is that one. Now, you don't have to use this one. You can choose to use a different one. But I'm using this one with all these lovely flowers here and the trees and the little fence there. All right, so this, as I say, this is dead easy, this one. So what we're going to do, we're going to start by making our card bases. Now, I could have made you 24 card bases, but I feel like if I do it for people, I'm not teaching you how to make your own. So what I'm doing is I'm popping my A4 in the trimmer, but I'm not cutting first. I'm putting it in vertically or portrait, and I am scoring at 10.5. And then I'm going to flip it and cut it at 14.8 and a little bit. So then I've got 2 card bases. I've only had to score once. Move the cutter out of the way. Score, flip, and then cut at 14.8 and a sniff. And then we have 4 card bases, which I will just pop to one side. Now, I want to measure these because I want to check whether I did them in inches. Yeah, okay. Just talk amongst yourselves. All right, yeah. Right, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to take the piece of pattern paper. So one piece will make all 4 cards, and we're going to cut it at 3 inches because this piece is 6 inches. So we're going to cut down and flip, and then at 3 inches again, and then at 3 inches again. Okay, and we're left with those. Now, we are going to now cut our garden green background piece. But what I want you to do is I'm going to cut it. I found that 3 1/4, yep, was a little bit too much, too big. So if I show you here, it's 1 down from 3 1/4. So it's 3 3/16. If we're getting technical. So it's 1 down, one little 1 down from 3 1/4. Okay. So I'm cutting that and then flipping it. So it's 1 down from 3 1/4. That's spare. And then we need to do, we've got 3 there, and then we need to do another one at 3 1/4, but then come back 1. That's spare as well. 3 1/4, but move back 1, and then that's spare. So you should have that left from that garden green A4. Now let's hope this looks okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that as a border. Okay, right, we've done with our trimmer for that card. What we're going to do is let's let's stick those on. So I'm going to grab my, where's my little tape runner gone? Uh-oh, is it hiding? Oh, it's here. It's on my windowsill. So I'm just going to stick these down to the garden green mats. And you could use the other side if you wanted to. doesn't really matter. It's a nice pattern on the other side. Now this stamp set that I'm using is still available. It's in the annual catalogue. Oh, that I've not done that one very well. It's in the annual catalogue, or the big book as we call it. And as I say, it's called Go Tuck Greetings. These are really nice little cards to have in, just as like a note card. And I think I'm going to pop these in with my customer orders. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I've got my card base, but I'm just going to keep it open. And I'm going to stick that there, nearer to the top, and I want to make sure I've got equal distance around. So I'll show you here what I mean. So I just eyeball that I've got equal distance around those 3 edges. Oh, I've got some green card on my finger. Let's get that off because that's going to be a little bit annoying. So, oops, so that's going to go about there. Right. And then I'm going to take my stamp set now. I quite like these ones for this. So I'm going to take the thank you. Now, if you've got this stamp set, you might want to trim around the edge of the rubber because there's quite a bit of excess. And if you're going to do that, you might want to do it before you stick the stickers on. Now, I've not done it, and I can see that in the past I've got... In fact, I might do it with my big scissors because I got what we call ghosting on mine. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of attention. I've butchered that really, but it might perform a little bit better now. And as I say, I like to keep things to a minimum when I'm doing these classes so that you don't have to spend an absolute fortune. Now, where's that little scrap? Let's just have a practice there. Oh, brilliant. I don't look to have much ghosting or any ghosting. So hopefully, and I'm just going to add that there. It's a little bit wonky. So I'm going to do that for all of the other cards. Oh, that's... Where have I got green ink from? I've not even used green ink. Okay. Oh well. If you get this card in the post, this is a special lucky card. I don't really think I can do much about that. I maybe have a spare card blank here. Let's have a look in my stash. Do I? Can you believe that? I don't even have a spare. So this is my one that's gone wrong. My matting and layering's a bit skewy as well. So we'll just keep that. We won't send that one. Typically, I stamped the thank you a lot better on that one. Two more to go. I'm having to stand up so I can see a bit better. And then the last one. So as I said, you don't have to use the piece of paper that I've used. You can use any of the papers. But I would keep the one that's got a lot of pink in it for the pink card. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. Because that's the one we'll probably do next. So last one. And we didn't get any ghosting with the ink, so that's something. That is something. And I'm going to be very careful. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Really, really simple thank you cards in less than 15 minutes because they're dead easy to do. So you can easily do those in batches. Dead easy. I can't wait to see. Now, if you want to share your cards, if you're in my VIP group, then go ahead, absolutely share. We love a share in that group. If you're sharing elsewhere on other social media, on your own Facebook or Instagram, please tag me in the Paper Haven. I would love that. So that was, well, I'm saying it was pain-free, but I messed up. So, but I'm human. So we got 4 cards done. And then the next one, so you can find this piece. We are going to use this gorgeous piece with the gorgeous hot pink flowers in the foreground there. So we will make those cards next. Dead easy. Now, feel free to add any ribbon, twine. I've tried to keep them easy to keep the cost of the class down, but feel free to put your own stamp on it, as it were. This video, if you are watching live on Saturday for card 2, will be live at 10:45, so they're going up every 45 minutes. Now, I'm going to call this card 2, even though technically if we've made 4, it's the 5th card we've made, but I'm going to call them card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, just to make it a bit easier. So yeah, this is the next card, the little hot pink number, Melon Mambo, and I'll be back on at 10:45. So I will see you then, and I can't wait to see your creations. Bye.